All right, I just started recording. So this time your presentations. So this time you will be recording. Okay. I'm not gonna be recording much this time. So you are the boss of today. Okay. So you're gonna do that. Okay. So I will act like some, consultants. Okay. That's it. So you are the boss of presentations. So before starting the presentations, okay, I just want to make sure everyone is ready to do this cafe simulation. Why is everyone saying yes? Because I ask if you are ready, say yes. Then everyone is saying yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay, yes, yes. All right. So this cafe simulation is ready. Abby is ready and Rook is ready. Okay, so great. All right. So you wanna start practice round in the next week. Okay. Next week. So practice round is just practice round. So this is a great chance to be familiar with the game. Okay. Familiar with the game. Okay. And also the manual of the game is provided. Okay. It's a PDF file. So you should read the manuals. Okay. If you have anything you wonder about the game, okay, something like technical things and some mechanical things, okay, you can find it directly from the manuals. That manual, I just read all of it, okay, then it's great, right? It's very easy to understand, okay. So this is the simplest version of the simulations. If you take my classes for the future, okay, the more complicated classes, probably you will have a chance to do some complicated version of the simulations. Okay? So, all right. Actually, I import the simulations based on my part of teaching philosophy. All right. The two themes emphasized you guys, senior, junior students. Okay? The first one is uh, the real setting, okay? Because you guys will be a manager in the real setting, not in the classroom, okay? So after graduation. So I just try to provide you some sense of the real setting, what kind of decisions you will make in the real setting, something like that. And the second thing is, being an independent. Okay? You will be your own boss in your job. Okay, you will be a manager in 1 year or 2 years later. Okay, then you should be independent in your job. Okay, because you're a manager. That's why I just employ these simulations to stimulate those goals. All right. Kelly cannot hear anything. So what is the problem, Kelly? You need to check your speakers or earbuds, All right, then exam one. I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy. Okay. You guys did a great job. Okay. So I'm pretty sure the first exam is a little bit easy. Okay. A little bit easy for everyone. So for the next exam, I will change the level of difficulty. So it should be some, a point between easy and medium, close to medium. Okay. So I'm gonna have a new test. Okay. I'm gonna have a new test that aims a little bit higher. Okay, for the next time. Okay. Anyway, you guys did a great job in the exam. I don't have any issue with the exam. So I'm going to talk about exam 1 result, the distributions for the next time. All right, let's talk about the technology, presentation 1. So we have 4 teams, yeah. Then one of your team members will be having a what's that? The presenter. Okay, one of you will be a presenter. Okay, so if team 1 is presenting, then one of your team 1 will be presenter. The presenter can upload a presentation and show us your presentations. Okay, then we'll do that. Okay, you will see how it works. Okay? So the evaluation of your presentations. You can go to okay, the quiz canvas, and there is a MGT301C presentation 1. So you can check the canvas right now. And please see it. And there is question 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, these are not questions, okay? Just in number 1, evaluate team 1 here, okay? That means you evaluate team 1's presentations. Everyone can do that. Even your team 1, yourself, evaluation is fine, okay? Then number 1 is lowest. It's not good, right? And 5 is the highest, okay? So you can evaluate the presentations, each team. Number 1 is team 1, and number 2 is team 2, number 3, team 3, and number 4, team 4. Okay? Then you can evaluate teams' presentations in this way. All right, any question? Any question or comment before we start? Your presentation will be 5 to 10 minutes, including everything. Okay, and during the presentations, anyone can jump into the presentations and ask a question or make a comments or some additional comments. It's a very casual conversations. Very casual conversation. So there's no question. Then, all right. So, which team wanna go first? Any team wanna go first?
Team 4 will go, or Team 3 will go first with cryptocurrency.
Team 3. I just want to make sure. Team 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right.
that's good with me.
All right. Who will be a presenter? Presenter can control PowerPoint slides.
We were going to do 2 presenters. Me and Tori both were going to present throughout it. Is that okay?
Just one. So,
Tori, would you like me to do it or you?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm good either way.
Then Tori will be a presenter. It's all right?
Yeah, that's good with me.
All right. Then Tori will be your presenter. Tori, where are you? Okay. So, Tori, you're now a presenter. You are able to upload your PowerPoint slides.
How do I upload it.
So everyone can hear it. So there is a plus button. Plus button.
So I see, okay.
Yeah, on the bottom. Left bottom probably.
Okay.
Then you can find upload PowerPoint. This is the security system that, the other people, anyone, except the prisoner, cannot show anything, because there are a lot of accidents, a lot of things, these days. So it's like some other video conferencing platforms. So.
Okay, I think it's uploading right now.
Then you can confirm, and then your PowerPoint. Okay, great.
Okay.
I can see you. Yeah. So everyone can see it. So did you see it? If you are a presenter, okay, you can find a plus button on the bottom, left bottom. Then you can click it. Okay, you can upload your PowerPoint and confirm it. Then your PowerPoint slides will be showed us. Okay, is that clear? Now it seems that team 1 is ready. Team 3. Are you ready, team 3? Please turn on your microphones.
Yes. Dr. Kane, so
Yes.
do the other people in my team have the ability to speak like throughout the presentation as well?
Sure. Everyone in your team, actually everyone in our class can speak.
Okay, perfect.
Right. And only you can control these PowerPoint slides.
Okay, so I'm just changing the slides, but like Josh can still speak if you would like to.
It's totally up to you.
Okay,
So
perfect. Sounds good.
Conversations.
Okay.
All right. So you're ready?
Yes, sir.
So everyone's ready. So please go ahead. It's your stage.
Okay, so we did our presentation on cryptocurrency. I don't know. Yeah, Josh, you can do this one.
All right. Cryptocurrency. It's been a really hot topic since around 2010, and really got big in 2016 to 17. And it's a lot of people. Cryptocurrency was considered a wave of a future, and it would replace the current currency system not only in our government but universally, so everybody would have the same currency system. And then others believed it was going to be a bubble, kind of like the dot-com bubble, and when it popped, it would have catastrophic effects on the market. And during this presentation, we hope to provide you with enough information so that each of you will be able to configure your own thoughts and opinions over what you believe cryptocurrency will be.
So here's just like some basic information on cryptocurrency. It's basically just a way of exchange that is digital or virtual. And it uses virtual coins, which are also known as Bitcoins. And I have some pictures of what they look like at the bottom of the screen. It's most commonly used as a way of exchange for online goods as well as purchases. And it uses a process known as cryptography to verify and make sure that transactions are secure. And then just a little bit of history behind cryptocurrency. In the past, there were several attempts to create a digital currency, especially like during the 1990s when a lot more technology was coming out. Yet several of these attempts failed due to fraud and financial issues. However, in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto, I can't say it, created Bitcoin.
Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto. It's me.
What you said.
It's me.
Created Bitcoin, in which there were no servers or central authority involved. And this form of currency took off and became very successful.
At this point, nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto. So that's why I'm saying it's me.
And then, so what does cryptocurrency involve? We know that it has been much more successful than any of the other forms of virtual currency, but why? It uses networks that only allow miners to confirm transactions through figuring out a cryptographic puzzle. And if the transaction is said to be legitimate, it is spread throughout the network and put into the database, and it cannot be reversed. And after the transaction, the miner is given a reward along with transaction fees. The cryptocurrency network is based upon a consensus from all the participants in regards to the legitimacy of the transactions. And the main thing that has led cryptocurrency to be really successful is it has a strong cryptography, which creates a network that is less likely to experience fraud.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah, you can.
So the uses of cryptocurrency, they can be used in like a lot of different ways. You can use it to, merchants usually buy Bitcoins and then they can use them in certain shops. So like if you're going out and some places will accept it as a normal transaction. So you can buy things with it in person or pay in hotels or restaurants. So it's becoming more of a way of just normal life of using it. Instead of using cash, you can use Bitcoin to pay for your meals and everything like that. And it's also ways that people are starting to invest their money. They're taking a little more of a risk using Bitcoin, but they're seeing good results. And sometimes, you know, it's a high risk investment, but it's an investment that a lot of people have started to use. And some people have become millionaires using Bitcoin as an investment than before.
The fall of cryptocurrency. In early 2017, the bubble for cryptocurrency started to pop. As the price of the main cryptocurrency stock, Bitcoin fell by 65% from January 6th to February 6th of 2017. By 2018, the cryptocurrency market had collapsed by over 80%, making it more harmful than the dot-com bubble, which only collapsed by 74% in the early 2000s. Bitcoin lost $93.4 billion in 24 hours during August 3rd, 2018. I didn't put that on the slide, but I remember the date. And it is never regained from its previous momentum. This wave, the wave to be the bubble has already started to pop, and it's really never recovered since its fall of 2018. Cryptocurrency still struggles in the stock market, and it's not as broad as they thought it would be by now, and it's not showing much growth in the marketplace as of today.
And that's all.
That's it. Thank you so much. So Team 3 presenting the cryptocurrency. Anyone knows the what technology is based on to create cryptocurrency? Do you know that? So when you research on it, did you hear anything about blockchain technology?
Yes, sir.
What is that? Blockchain technology. Anyone knows that? What is that?
Blockchain technology is the technology that it's I'm trying to remember. It's I don't remember what it is. It's
Anyone can help him? Team 3 or not Team 3, it doesn't matter.
It stores like the transaction information, like the date, time, and dollar amount of like your purchases on like Amazon, like a block store. So they use the blockchain technology to like encrypt it with the money, so they can for stores and everything, so they can track that.
Okay, Tori, can you go back to your slides?
Yes, sir.
I will say stop. Here. Yeah, the next one. The before one. No. The other way.
This one?
Yes. All right. The last one, it uses the process known as cryptocurrency to verify and make sure that transactions are secure. This is the main idea of cryptocurrency. Nobody can fraud it. Nobody can manipulate it. How to do it? You use the blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is a simple blockchain technology. The current one, we have a server, right? Think about that. Very college, okay? Your grading system. Okay? Your grading system is recorded, okay? Saved in a server, a central server. Then your computer is, when you search your grade, your computer is what? Client, okay? You just connect to the server and you see it, print it or whatever, then you just, log out. So all the information is in the server. Okay? So if you want to hack it, you just manipulate the server, the main server. That's it. You can do it, right? But using the blockchain technology means blockchain technology leaves ledges in any computer in the block, those chains. Okay? Any computer have ledges of the transactions. Okay? Server has it, your computer has it, my computer has it. Okay? So every computer has a ledge. Okay? That means, think about that. That means if you want to hack these transactions, then you need to hack every computers in the blockchain. Theoretically, it's possible, but practically, it's impossible because you need to change every computers in the blockchain technology. Tens of thousands of computers, more than those computers. So it's practically impossible. But the problem is, so it's good. It's good. It's very secure. But the problem is, think about that. There are a lot of computer resources to build up this system. So every computer has a ledge of every transactions, each transaction. So computer resources, huge amount of computer resources will be required. So who will provide this computer resources? It's very expensive. Okay? It's expensive. Then blockchain technology has a great idea that use the computer resources for everyone. So everyone can provide computer resources for the blockchain technology. All right? So you can do that. You just register and you register your computer, then your blockchain technology access your computer. So if you have the resource, computer resource, calculation resource you do not use, then they access and they use it. Okay? So if this you provide enough computer resource to have a achievement, it says a coin, then you have one coin of cryptocurrency. Okay? So this cryptocurrency cannot be manipulated by any hackers. This is the central idea of blockchain technology. And this is how blockchain technology actually creates cryptocurrency. Yeah? All right. Then the limitation of, think about that. So computer resource matters. Okay? So these days, we have a new technology, quantum computers. Anyone heard about that? Quantum computers? Quantum computers, quantum processors. Anyone? Have you heard about this? All right, quantum computers, simply speaking, it's a simple concept too, but but it's not easy to explain it. But it's a quantum technology, quantum science. Okay? So usually, computer has based on 0 or 1, right? 0 or 1 to record one, byte. 0 or 1. So it is fixed. 0 or 1. Okay. The first byte, 0. Second byte, 1. Third byte, 0. Fourth byte, whatever, 0 or 1. It's fixed. Then record and calculate. Okay. But quantum computer actually, it is not fixed. Right? It is assigned with probabilities. Okay? Something like statistics. Okay? No fixed byte, 0 or 1. Okay? So it can 0, it can 1. It depends. Okay? That means okay, when we record 1 byte, 0 or 1, we did just one, either one, right? Either one. But quantum computer didn't fix it. It doesn't have fixed any 1 or 0 or 1. So it has record a lot more. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, okay? 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. It's not fixed. So it can, calculate a lot more. So computer resource is increased huge, disproportionately, right? Then, if we have computer resources, we can manipulate all the latches of all the computers. So, blockchain technology is not secure anymore. Right? The quantum computers emerged, then blockchain technology can be just gone. Right? Then, what happened to cryptocurrency? It should be done. So this is a wave of technology in IT. Hardware, computing resources, something like that. All right, great. Oh, we spent a lot of time. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Any question, comments on the cryptocurrency? No question? No comment? All right, this is not my lecture, but I talked a lot, but I'm sorry about that. Hey, Taylor, do you have any question? All right, great. So, who is the next team? Who wanna go? Where's the next team? What team wanna go?
Team 1.
Team 1, okay. And who will be a presenter?
Me, Abby.
Abby, you will be a presenter. Now you are presenter, so please find the plus button.
Okay.
Then you can upload your PowerPoint slides.
Alrighty.
And confirm it. Good. Haha. So it seems that team 1 is ready. Please go ahead. Team 1 is your stage.
Alrighty, so we did our project on the Internet of Things. And so what is IoT? I had never heard of IoT before doing this project, but the Internet of Things is a wide network of objects that connect to the internet and the communications between these objects and other connected devices. So basically, the Internet of Things connects devices with an on and off switch to the internet. An IoT system is made up of sensors which communicate to the cloud through connectivity. And as soon as the data reaches the cloud, a certain type of software processes it and will decide whether or not to perform an action without the need for a user. Just like 5G in our cell phones, IoT is a part of the smart city concept that has begun to emerge over the past decade. The Internet of Things is important because it affects the way in which we do business, use technology, and participate in social activities.
So, IoT in the market. Some examples of this in everyday life would be alarm clocks, thermostats, security systems, household lights, and electronic appliances. And those are about the basic things, but there are also several IoT products in the market that offer endless opportunities for businesses. A few of these examples include tracking and monitoring systems. A lot of businesses are using IoT systems for asset tracking. So these asset tracking devices use GPS or radio frequency to track and monitor properties. And then smart barcode readers. IoT barcode readers can help in better inventory management for retailers. They feature cloud data connections to connect with other systems, and using the connected barcode reader will ease the process for managing inventory. There's also smart farming, and this can help in precise farming, which can result in optimized production. These IoT-based examples show how businesses can benefit from emerging technologies.
All right. Sate, is anybody use the IoT, Internet of Things? In your dorm or in your home? Anybody use it?
Even if you don't know if you're directly using it, I would say that most people are using it, even if they don't know that they are.
All right. Actually, I can show you any example of that. Alexa, please play Vivaldi Four Seasons. Alexa, can you play Vivaldi Four Seasons? Oh, she's sleeping. Alexa, play Vivaldi Four Seasons.
Vivaldi, The Four Seasons by Antonio Vivaldi on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop it. Alexa, stop it. Okay. So I'm using Alexa, okay, the Amazon Echo. Then I can control my lights, okay, in my house, and I can control thermostat, the temperature in my house with it. And also I can control some appliances, music appliances, and also some cooking appliances too. Okay? So this is the Internet of Things. Okay? If I have Alexa here, I can control, all of this. Okay? It's a great thing. It's a great thing. So even when I get out, okay, I can connect with Alexa with my phone. Then I can control inside things in my house. So this is an example of Internet of Things. Networks. Okay. Offline things. Something like lights. Okay. Appliances. Right. Temperature. Offline things. This is connected with Internet. Okay? this is the Internet of Things. Please go ahead.
IoT in business. IoT provides a way to manufacture products and monitor the performance of these products once sold. So, like Alexa, we all know that they listen to us. That's a good example. It's more personalized customer service. So, when customers are having problems or want to make requests, workers can get to those requests as soon as possible, and that runs into the next point. That makes businesses more efficient. They are cost effective, and it increases the speed of the markets. Forbes Insight said that IoT in business is a major driver of business, and that 60% of enterprises are expanding and transforming their business with the help of IoT initiatives.
That's it.
Oh, it's all backwards now. Hang on. Let me get this fixed. There we go.
So there are some benefits and flaws to IoT. We've already talked about a few of them, how IoT can help make work in industries efficient and effective. And it also really helps with the communications, both between the customers and companies and within the company themselves, just communicating between the different departments. But however, there are some flaws with IoT. For one, IoT can be a great risk to customers and industries if proper security measures are not in place. For example, if, like, say, a hacker gets a hold of the customer's data the company keeps on file, then now all the customer's personal and confidential information has just been stolen. So security risk and measures are very important, and that can be a major flaw. Another concern of IoT is that it needs to be constantly monitored, and in some cases, many of the technologies will need to be updated or repaired so that and breaking or things not working correctly on occasion are to be expected.
For IoT standardization is regulations for structure which result in trustworthy data and increased innovation. Standardization assists with the cost of data and networking, and there's different levels of it, which is device, which is identification and sensing. Resource is access and processing information and allows network access. Controller service sends data from the devices to web service for control. Database stores data generated by the device. Web service is the link between devices, application, and analysis components. Analysis component is the analysis data and generates understandable data. An application is a view of the status of systems and the data, and it controls and monitors IoT aspects. And there's several different protocols for standardization. So I listed 3. So for MQTT, it is used to publish and subscribe protocols and transfer the data from the server to the correct user and device. Then CoAP is used to allow constrained devices with low frequencies and low availability to join IoT through sensors and is able to subscribe and transfer data to other devices by request. And how that works is where the client makes the request back to the server for a response, and that happens through HTTP. And HTTP is used to connect web servers to the internet.
All right, it's great. Any question or comments? Anybody has a comment on it? Question about the IoT, Internet of Things? All right. So IoT, the central concept of this technology is networking. Right? Networking. I have something to talk about it, but I'm gonna delay my comments because we have some other technology things. Probably I can connect, some other concepts too. So, okay, great, it's good. Then who is the next? We done team 1 and team 3. So who is gonna be next? Who won?
Team 4.
Team 4. Team 4. Who will be a presenter? You or Chan?
I will.
Okay. Who won? So now you are a presenter. All right. Please find the plus button. I'm gonna bring my water. Okay. Well, upload your PowerPoint slides and compound, and your PowerPoint slide will be on us.
There you go.
All right, 3D printing. Okay. Please go ahead. It's your stage.
Excellent. Okay, so 3D printing. So pretty much what it is 3D printing is something called additive manufacturing, and it's just a process of building some solid object from a digital file. So taking a model from online and creating it into a tangible thing. 3D printing is the opposite of something called subtractive manufacturing, and that's pretty much the old way that things have been usually been manufactured, where you take whether it's pieces of wood and metal and you cut away to get the desired figure using things like milling machines. 3D printing has revolutionized that because now it's much more efficient. It uses less materials because you only use the materials that you need that are going to be used, and there is no waste, or there's minimal waste to those materials. So how it works, it's pretty simple. Pretty much you get a 3D model. There's different softwares that allow you to design things in a 3D model. And once you do that, you get the model you desire and you put it into something called slicing software. And it pretty much cuts your design horizontally into hundreds of thousands of layers. And when you feed that into the printer will lay layer by layer, and it'll eventually form the figure that you desire or that you design.
This is a little bit about the industry. 3D printing has become like the go-to productive product for technology, and companies that don't use it are becoming less and less useful. And they only started using it for prototypes, but more recent technology has allowed it to be used to manufacture technology for sale. And 3D printing market has reached about $41 billion, will reach about $41 billion in 2026. The impact on the economy, the good news is that this product is more efficient and more effective in making products. You have less waste and no surplus because you can create it on demand. No need for manufacturers to create parts because you can all create it in one spot with one machine. Like I said, no spare parts, no packaging. You just really just deliver it. And you can cut out of like a lot of steps out of the process of creating things when you just make it all at one station. The bad news is with the good is you lose jobs because there's less steps in the process, and you have less jobs. Like say for shoes, you don't need to go get the materials to build the shoes or make the shoes, or you don't have the people to make the shoes. You can just make it, have a machine make it, and 3D print it and sell it immediately after making.
All right, stop there. Yeah, exactly. So can we say just the loss of jobs with emergence of 3D printing? The correct word to describe this situation? How do you think about that? In my perspective, if you say the transition of jobs, it will be much better sense in these situations. I'm just wondering, how do you think about that?
So I think it would be a transition of jobs. Just what we kind of, when we were reading and stuff, it compared a lot to the internet. How although a lot of jobs that used to be done in person or manufactured became isolate. I think the word's isolate. There's new opportunities that arose, and we gave some examples of how the internet got rid of some jobs, but also created a microeconomy for web designers and internet marketeers and stuff. So it would be shifting from one aspect of jobs to something different, whether it be maintaining the machines or allowing more people to enter the industry they desire because they have a way to manufacture things.
Yeah, those are the exact situations we face with some the emergence of technology or some other trends of business, something like international business. Huh? So many people are just gonna say the loss of jobs because of the emergence of technology, but actually the emergence of technology create a lot of jobs in some other fields, right? So with good picture, big picture, or high level of pictures, if we say there is a transition of jobs from the old economy to the new economy, it will be a better description or better naming of these situations. I'm just, I'm just thinking in that way. Okay? But you don't
I
need to.
was thinking a loss of jobs because most of the materials that people like, most of the things that people make with 3D printing are made in like the lower, like I guess income countries, like shoes and like
Mm,
phone cases and stuff like that. That's why I was saying loss of jobs because most of those people don't have access to like get education and how to work one of these machines or maintain one of these machines if they do get one.
right, it's a good point. It's a good point. It makes sense. So if there is no bridge between this old economy to the new economy, then it is just resulted in the loss of jobs. That's it, right? But if we have, great chances to transit this, something like you said, the opportunity of education, re-education, something like that, then probably we have some different dimensions of these situations. Make sense? Yes. So we have some diversified or some not homogeneous. Actually, we have some heterogeneous situations or dimensions of this transition, this with the emergence of technology. So we need to think about that a little bit, diversifically, okay? Not just homogeneous perspective, because it has multiple dimensions. Okay? Multiple dimensions, not just one dimension. So you need to think of this way, you need to think of this way, that way, then you have a better picture. All right, that's good, good. And please go ahead.
So one of the industries that it's tremendously impacted has been the healthcare industry. Previous, like we talked about, it used to only be used for prototypes and early models, but there has become 3D printing companies that dedicate what they do to not pharmaceuticals, but like medical implants and stuff. So in the last decade, a single company, which is GE Additives, has created over 100,000 hip implants that have been used in surgeries. Limacor, which is another medical 3D printing company, has made implants of something called trabecular titanium. And trabeculi or trabecule is pretty much the framework in the human body, and it's like a net surrounding, it's like connective tissue or surrounding organs and different parts of the body, and they've been able to mimic that. And by doing that, when they put in an implant into someone, it allows it to kind of encourage bone growth. So it's not just the old implants where you have some iron rod in your leg and the bone is either hurt by it or they don't really connect very well. 3D printing has allowed us to mimic the human body a little bit better and allow things like the implants to kind of fuse together with the bone. And it's one of the industries that has impacted healthcare in a very positive manner.
Okay.
And pretty much like 3D printing is starting to be seen a whole lot more. It's in the construction industry, used to create parts for construction at a much lower cost. They have it in it's pretty reliable. So they're starting to use it in the aviation industry for planes, parts, and manufacturing different things, whether it be parts for motorcycles or parts for cars, and different companies are starting to use this technology. But yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of moments that I need the 3D print to replace my parts. When I fix my car, I sometimes just break it apart because if you have much pressure on the board, that small piece can just easily broken. So if I have the very good 3D printing things to fix it, it is great. It will be great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's it.
I was just gonna say that with that idea, 3D printing is so efficient because you can create what you want when you want it, and you don't have to rely on any type of manufacturer or have to wait for it to be delivered to you. You just get the
Exactly.
software, get the material, and do what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. So many people actually, many people just, agree with that. Some people, the people who fix the car, they have very similar, experiences, and only a small part of the, small part of the part, part of the part, is a problem. So in that case, probably 3D printing would be great help. Okay. That's it?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Any question, comments on 3D printing? Actually, you are familiar with this. We have Hackberry College. Yeah, they are very interested in the 3D printing. Also, they have many 3D printers. So if you are interested in 3D printing, this is pretty interesting field. So you can go to Hackberry and you will have a chance to use 3D printer. Okay. All right. Then who is the last one? We have one more team, right? Team 2, I guess.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who will be a presenter?
I'll be the presenter.
So you are right. Rory, you will be presenter. Okay. Now Rory, you can find the plus button on bottom.
Okay.
you can unroll your PowerPoint slides and confirm it. So are you evaluating Teams
Wait.
presentations on the, not Rory, not you, for everyone. Everyone, are you evaluating the team presentations on Canvas? Is there any problem? Probably not. So you can just click it, okay, which team has what performance. Okay? You evaluate it.
Huh.
What is
Hey,
that?
Kyle, could you try to do it?
I can see it, but it's not PowerPoint slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Probably you mistake
Could
with me.
you make Murph the presenter?
Okay,
I don't know.
your presenter. Okay. Now you're Murph. Murph. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Nice job, Murph.
Murph shared your screen, right?
Oops. Okay, there we go. Should work.
So Murph, did you share your screen?
Yeah, I just shared my screen.
Yeah, there's a shared screen function too. So if you're familiar with it, okay, you can use it too. Please go ahead.
All right, so we did our presentation on artificial intelligence.
So essentially, artificial intelligence, according to Investopedia, is the simulation of human intelligence in machines, and they're able to perform human-like actions and are able to think like or exhibit traits similar to the human mind. A brief history. This is like super brief. But in 1956, John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence at a conference with some other colleagues. But the idea behind artificial intelligence has been around for quite a bit of time before that. The first artificial intelligence program was designed in 1956 as well, and it was called the Logic Theorist. The first robot was created in 1973, and the National Conference of American Association for AI was created in 1980. In the 1990s, there was major advancements in all areas of AI, including machine learning, intelligent turing, games, and other areas. Within artificial intelligence, though, there's been a lot of times where it's been slow. There's been like winter periods where they would stop like production and research into AI would be slow, but then it would come back up. And in the 2000s, there's been a lot of growth in AI as well. Something that I found that was really cool was Kismet, which was a robot that was able to express facial or express emotion, which was kind of crazy.
All right, so some of like the applications of artificial intelligence is machine learning, and that's basically the system is able to automatically learn and improve from experience without being programmed. And this is kind of like the Alexa, Siri, and Google search and all that, because you can just type into Google and it can basically show you like what comes first in order, and then Alexis and Siri are able to use what you've searched up and like put that into like basically a history and like show you what your preferences are. And then there's intelligent tutoring, which is just it's able to provide immediate and customized instruction for learners. That's basically any like online tutoring program, like Khan Academy and K-12. And then artificial intelligence in video games is basically any game that has a computer programmed user. They're just non-player characters that have human-like intelligence. That's like Super Mario, Call of Duty, Fortnite. A lot of video games have it. Then there's virtual reality, which is just a computer-generated simulation where the person interacts with artificial dimension in the environment using special electronic devices, such as goggles with a screen or gloves fitted with sensors. And this is just like the VR headset that people use for gaming, and also companies have been using to train their employees. And then in social media, the AI analyzes large amounts of data to identify trendy topics, hashtags, and patterns to understand user behavior. This would be like in your Twitter, whatever trending on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And they're also able to AI is like able to monitor the behavior. So like they can like ban users if there's like any conflict or like bad language used. And then in finance, there's these digital platforms that can be programmed to like invest and make trading decisions for customers based on like data, algorithms, variables, and they like look at the person's age, income, goals, and risk tolerance. And then there's also programs in banks that look at all their accounts and a person's overall financial health. And then they keep it at like real-time changes and creating customized advice based on new incoming data.
The future for art intelligence has like a lot of benefits. So for transportation, although it could take a decade or more to perfect them, autonomous cars will one day be able to take us from place to place. We already see that with like Tesla. It can already self-park itself. It can already come pick you up without even you being in the car. So we're already starting to see that. In manufacturing, AI-powered robots work alongside humans to perform a limited range of tasks like assembling, stacking, and predictive analysis sensors, keep equipment running smoothly. In healthcare, AI nascent field of healthcare, diseases are more quickly and accurately diagnosed, drug recovery is sped up and streamlined. Virtual nursing assistants monitor patients, and big data analysis helps create a more personalized patient experience. This will ultimately extend human life. It can allow AI in healthcare can help. I mean, like it says, diseases, you're not going to be sitting there waiting for more pills and anything like that. AI is going to be able to take that and go ahead and order it for you. So that way you're able to have pills when you need them. Your disease will be more accurately diagnosed, and it can be connected to cases all over the world. So doctors can be more interconnected, and healthcare can be better in general. More about the future. So in education, the textbooks are digitized with the help of AI. Early stage virtual tutors assist human instructors in facial analysis gauges the emotions of students to help determine who's struggling or bored and better tailor the experience to their individual needs. In the media, journalism is harnessing AI. Bloomberg uses cyborg technology to help make quick sense of complex financial reports. The Associated Press employs natural language abilities of automated insights to produce 3,700 earning report stories per year. And in customer service, Google is working on an AI assistant that can place human-like calls to make appointments or meetings. In addition to words, the system understands context and nuance. You're already starting to see the customer service part with like Alexa and Google Home. So. I think, yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. So, comment? All right. What is AI? Okay. How do AI is distinguished from other IT technology? What is the central concept we should focus on? What is the central idea, theme of AI, which is distinguished from other IT technologies? How do you
It's
think?
basically like like the technology is basically able to think like a human. Like they don't need like our input. They can like basically the technology just thinks for itself.
So, how do you think human is distinguished from IT technology? So AI just resembles human. So what nature of a human is distinguished from the IT technology? Anyone have an idea?
Well, with humans, we have relationships with one another, whether that's like with our boss or coworkers. With robots, you don't really have that, even though they may be more efficient, maybe. But
It's
I don't know.
networking, right? Relationships. It's networking. So networking is actually better fit, better suit with the Internet of Things. So networking is the Internet of Things. What actually distinguish AI from other IT technology? In my perspective, learning or studying. This technology is the directly involved with the central idea of AI, artificial intelligence. AI is distinguished from other technologies because AI focuses on learning. Okay? Learning, studying, and create something. Okay? This is a big difference. Big difference of AI from other technology. So we can just compare because we talked about AI and Internet of Things. AI is learning, Internet of Things, networking. Think about that. If it is separately exist, AI learning without networking, and Internet of Things, networking without learning. There is obvious limitations. Okay? There are obvious limitations to develop this technology to pursue efficiency and effectiveness. But if we combine these concepts, learning and networking, learning will be improved a lot from the networking. A lot of knowledge sources. Networking means knowledge sources. Based on these knowledge sources, AI improved. Learning, studying, based on that, networking can be improved too. Okay. This is why we see the interconnections of technology is important. Even not in IT only, okay? With other industries, okay? This technology can be improved a lot. Interconnections, infusions are very, very important these days in the technological trend. All right, so that's pretty much about my perspective about these topics. Yeah? But there are a lot of things we can talk, yeah? But time limit. We briefly talk about some trends of technology this time. Yeah? Right. So, any questions, comments? How was today's presentation? You can type it. How was it? All right. So now you're familiar with how our presentation will go. Okay. Then for the next time, probably I would expect the more active participation from the other students. Okay. So this is very casual conversation. So you don't need to afraid of anything. Just jump into, talk about what you think. Okay. That's it. Okay. All right, so that's it. You are free to go. And as announced for the next week, we are gonna do the practice round of Biz Cafe. So we are gonna get together in this PDF platform. Okay. Then you can create, each, your team room. So you can work separately. Okay. It will be just, your work, okay? Not the, lecture, something like that. Okay. And then Thursday, we are going to continue the next chapter, probably chapter 4 or 5. Please make sure on your syllabus. Okay. All right, great. Your presentations, I'm happy with those. Okay. So now, you did a great job, guys. Okay. I will see you in the next week. And stop the record.